Welcome, guys, again. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Mercedes.
And this is our second episode. Thank you so much for all the love and all the support on our first episode.
Yes. We got a lot of feedback, which is very positive. We need more subscribers, so tell your friends, family, and your dogs to follow us.
Share. And before we start this episode, probably you guys are wondering why the title of this episode. What's up with this? We just want to honor and remember those that pass away. Obviously, you said this and that we were thinking, all right, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? And we have so many topics, right? But then she said, you know what? I want to talk about something in a specific. And why the title of this episode?
I feel like a lot of people close to me have been going through the issue of grieving in their own way. And like my cousin recently, like this week, he lost his girlfriend through a car accident. And it was really sad because him also being so far away from me, it was just very hard just texting him words that probably is like, yeah, I heard that, but it wasn't as warm enough what he needed as me being there in person. I am going to see him in 3 weeks, but I don't feel like it's the same with it happening now and him going through the burial and all that, everything that he has to pass through with the whole funeral. So I think this is his second death because his father passed away in COVID. So it's like it's a lot.
Yeah.
And it sucks not being there for him.
And personally, you want to share what happened to you? Because obviously your family knows, friends, we all know what you went through. But how do you handle your grieving? Like,
well, yeah, I lost a partner 6 years ago. We lived together for 4 years. It was hard because it wasn't something that he was here. I wasn't able to cry to something here, like a casket. He actually passed away in his country. So I was able to be there in the funeral, but the next day, it was hard to travel that same day. But I honestly feel like I regret it going because that was the last view I got from him. So it's sometimes like, it's like trauma that comes to me just remembering that last view I had for him. I feel like sometimes it's better just to remember the person, the last smile, the last time you saw them in vida.
life.
It was a hard moment for me. I feel like how I coped was negative in the beginning. I did bury my feelings and stuff, just going out, partying, like alcohol. Like I think it was just one day out of the week that I will rest, but it was just me hiding those feelings, not talking about it. And I feel like that's something a lot can relate because sometimes we don't speak about it because we think that we're strong enough to handle it ourselves. And that's something that I learned because I had so much weight in my heart and also that last moment I spoke to him, I was angry at him. So I felt like it was probably a reason that he had the heart attack. I don't want to think negative, but it's just like it's something that I had to little by little forgive myself and understand it wasn't my fault. He did have heart issues. It's like little things that you blame yourself, not spending that good time when you had that person living and not saying those I love yous and all that. And it's like when they're past, it's like, damn, I should have had the chance to say something to him.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you also wanted to share this with all of us because, yeah, from here you want to like move on. And it's not that you want to forget about him, but you just want to put this at the beginning of our podcast and bring, like you said, bring other stuff to the table.
Yeah, definitely. Because I said for the New Year resolution, I wanted to leave the past in the past. I'm not saying I'm forgetting him. It's just more I don't want to carry so much. I'm not gonna say the grief is never gonna go away. It's just like so much that will define me as who I am now. I want that to be a good memory and not saying leave it completely. It's just not talk about it as much how I used to. I feel like I always bring him up and sometimes it's just like, are you really like ready to date or what's going on with you? So sometimes it's better just leave it on the side. Special occasions like his birthday or like the year or the 7th year that's coming in July, just celebrate him, but the good things, not the bad, and just always keep him in memory. That's all.
Right. And just like everybody handles grieving completely different. There's different type of, grieving as well. Like I was mentioning to you before, there's the non-death loss when you lose a friend to a fight, when you break up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, a divorce, situations where you have to like disconnect your emotions with that person, you know. There's so many different types of grieving and everybody handles it different. The only difference here is, and I will say that it's a little bit confusing because there's no funeral for it. You know, there we don't do a funeral when you lose a friend. We don't do a funeral when you get a divorce or any stuff like that. You just know the situation happens and you move on. Obviously, you know the other person is alive in another state and another town, but you just live with that feeling of knowing that that connection is not there anymore.
And just continue your life, and the routine that you used to have with that person is not gonna be there anymore, but you have to just learn how to live life without that person, and that's definitely a grief that people
Hmm.
do go through.
Yeah. Also, what else? Just share right now. People, your cousin just lost somebody. Um, we lost a lot of people to COVID. You lost,
I lost my grandfather, my uncle, and a dear friend as well.
yeah, they remember me. Talking about losing a friend. You know, we always talk about this. There's one situation we both experienced where you were sick. You ended up in the ER. You had an internal bleeding. We didn't know what was going on, and I felt that I was about to lose my friend, and I just did not know what to do. I just went crazy in the ER because I saw you passing out. You had a high fever, and we just don't know what was going on. We even joke about it because I remember I told you the day before. I was during Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, girl, you're probably just constipated, and you're like,
Yeah. Cause I ate Taco Bells that day, so I felt like I couldn't go to the bathroom, so
and I'm like, just push hard. And we just joke about it now, but at the moment, at that specific moment, I hadn't, yeah, obviously I have, lost my grandparents, me being here and them passing away in Guatemala, me experience, the process of trying to end my life because of, depression and all the situation. And obviously we know a lot of people that go through depression. We know a lot of people that go through that. We have seen other friends, actually pass away and not looking for help. And, seeing your friend in that situation like that, it's not traumatic, but it's just hard. I never experienced that before. Seeing my friend almost to the age, edge,
The edge?
the edge of death, or almost dying. And we joke about it. We talk about our funerals all the time.
Oh, yeah, she has a list, so the people that can come to my funeral, we have mugshots of the people that can go. We're gonna contract a what is it? A
A bouncer.
bouncer. We're gonna have everybody dressed in purple, BYOB, so you better be nice to me if you guys see me 'cause you ain't invited.
You're not gonna make it to the party.
No, sorry. Not sorry.
And like I said before, we always have that. We all of us have that chip on our shoulder. Eventually, that is something that is it's gonna happen. Like I told you, there's a couple of things that are certain. Changes, taxes, and death.
Yeah. We definitely have to appreciate the living that we have here, our parents, family members, our close friends, and spend much time as we can. I know we have a busy life,
Mm.
but make that time because we have other people around the world that lost their loved ones and stuff, and they definitely spend the time with them, and they're going through grieving, and it's hard. And you guys, other people do have their parents here living, and we don't take advantage of that. And for a little fight, God forbid something happens to them, and you weren't able to say goodbye to them.
Yeah, it's hard. We wake up every day not knowing what's gonna happen.
Definitely, yeah.
We just wake up thinking that, oh yeah, I'm going to work and come back
That's
home, and we don't know
yeah,
what's gonna happen. And like we were mentioning before, everybody handled it different. I was asking around, and obviously I asked Mino, I'm like, how do you guys handle it? When I say you guys, because he was in the military, so I'm like asking, how do you guys do it? Because I know they do it differently. I've been with this guy for like years now, and he tells me stories. He lost a couple of his friends, and I'm like, "Did you cry? How long did it take you to, move on?" And he's like, 1 or 2 days. I'm like, "What do you mean 1 or 2 days?" And he's like, "Yeah, when you're in the military, you got your time to grieve, but you gotta move on because there's something that has to be completed tomorrow. Other members in the military that have to do this tomorrow. We had to be in a alert mode all the time because that they are the ones that depending on our country, and it's not that they don't care about their brothers. It's just that they have to move on, or like he said, if you're not mentally cold, you're gonna die. So, it's different for everybody. It's different for in every country. They more
Different.
culturally, they more differently.
Right.
The grieving is completely different. All us Hispanics, we have our different way of mourning
Yeah,
and
here
crying.
I think with the whole funeral, you have your days to see the person, to
Mhm.
prepare everything. Like when my ex passed away, they legit he passed away in the morning. That same day they wanted to do the whole burying him and everything. And I'm like, no, you guys have to wait until I can get there. And I
Mhm.
wasn't able to get to like probably the next day in the afternoon.
Oh.
But it's because in every country is different. They don't prepare the body how
Mm.
how they do it here, or
Oh
it's
yeah.
different. So when I got there, it's just like I did not recognize him. Like he
Mhm.
was all purple and it was just like my last view of him is not what I wanted.
Mm.
And that was very traumatic for me. Even his mom couldn't go to the funeral because her heart couldn't take it.
Mm.
And also we were not prepared for this, that his mom legit buried his own son in her own casket that she bought for her,
Oh wow.
which was crazy. And I understood the lady. That lady really, really loved this her son.
Mm. Wow. Wow. Guys, that's so much into it. You guys probably, understand what we're talking about. Like I was telling Mercedes, I haven't lost somebody like that close to me, but I know death is, or not just death. I don't want to sound like, you know, crazy or like this bitch.
Get that
I don't
out.
want to say it. I don't want to say it like a bad way, like, oh my God, this bitch is all about death. No, it's the grieving part. It's the process. It's your heart feeling heavy, not being able to like express yourself, not being able to like express those emotions. So how do you feel? If you're not convinced, or if you're scared of death or dying, it's gonna be hard for you to process all of that.
Yeah, definitely. And if you have friends that are going through grief, check up on them
Yeah.
because they probably are going MIA because they're taking this loss, basically being loners and just being alone because this is the way people want to grieve. But sometimes just having someone to listen helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So reach out to your friends and family that are going through this. And even if it's just recent or past, it's something that, a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. It takes a while to learn how to deal with it. And yeah, because honestly, we have one life, and to lose somebody and then fight for wills and houses and all that stuff. Oh, he left me this. And then the stepson from another woman pops up and like, no, that's mine. No, like, come on, guys. And just enjoy what you have here. And even I think, and this is something that I wanted to say, is like when you're sick or somebody in your family is sick, don't share it with the world, because that is something I see a lot in Facebook, that people just post, my mom's in the hospital or this and this and that. Like you want people to feel pity for you, and not all people want the positive for you. And it's better to keep it for yourself and your family and not wear it out like that to other people, because not everybody's here to wish you well.
Yeah, that's true. Only, your family, your true friends, those that really care about you will be there for you, like if you're
Mhm.
going through a bad situation.
We wanted to get this episode out of the way. Like I said, I want to start. Not saying I'm forgetting, I just wanna start and talk about life things, and I don't know, I feel like this episode just fell in the right moment with
Mm.
everything that's going on right now, and if people can relate to this, take the message. If you can't, I don't know. But I try to give my best advice to you guys, and like she said, share stories. What else?
Yeah, whatever. If if comment your worst breakup.
Yeah, because that will be, I think, the next subject we're having for
Mhm.
February for Valentine's
So
Day.
leave your comments below. Just don't stay tuned for a Valentine's special.
Yeah, we have a raffle going on. I hope you guys join. It's only three little things you guys have to do is just basically share the post, follow us on Instagram, and also subscribe on YouTube. And you get your chance to win a dozen roses. You could do it for yourself, for your loved one, for your wife, for your mistress, for la moza. We don't judge here. Just
Then
do it, and that's it.
February 15th.
15, yeah. It's side chick day. You never know if you want to give it to your little side chick. Happy birthday, Stace, by the way.
Happy birthday, Carol G. Anyways, guys, we wanted to share this little episode with you guys before our
Yes.
Valentine's special, like I said before. Leave your comments, likes, como dices, thumbs up.
Thumbs up, corazoncitos, and subscribe to our channel. And wait 2 weeks. We'll have the next episode running, and hopefully we can record the second one before I go away. So we have everything for you guys, and share with your friends. And thank you for all the love and support you guys give us every day.
Thank you, guys. And stay tuned. Love, comment, and yeah.
Yeah. So I'm Mercedes,
I'm Jennifer.
and this is MJ Vibes. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Like,
you to say it.
I'm freaking out.